Hello, everybody, and welcome once again to the Charterstone Times. Today is Sunday, August 18th, 2024, and it is another lovely weekend day here in Santa Royale, California. The sun is shining and rising softly behind the house of Dr. Mr. Ed, the hero veterinarian, the idol of Wilbur Weston, and the fiancé of Estelle, after having recently proposed to her just this week. Quite a fortuitous, dare I say lucky, turn of events for Estelle to have such a prime and desirable partner. Let's get into it today and see what's going on with them. Before I start, I'm reminded of a quote. I have great hopes that we shall love each other all our lives as much as if we had never married at all. So says Lord Byron. Yes, Lord Byron, born George Gordon Byron, 6th Baron Byron, FRS, an English poet and peer of the late 18th century. He is one of the major figures of the Romantic movement and is regarded as being among the greatest of English poets. This quote is really pulling deep from the cultural wellspring that is my brain. Now, let's check in with the Eds. Thanks for feeding the pets, love, someone says to another. My pleasure, dear, replies Estelle, giving a furtive smile and a long glance with her olive green eyes towards her partner, Dr. Mr. Ed. As Ed and Estelle have breakfast after becoming engaged, they begin to talk. Estelle holds up half of a muffin. There is no cream cheese on it. It is solely a plain bagel. I'm sorry, I said muffin, however, I meant bagel. When do you want to get married, Ed? Inquires Estelle. Ed, holding up his favorite coffee mug, featuring a picture of a pink cat, says if it were up to me, we'd do it as soon as possible, like this week. Perhaps Dr. Mr. Ed has some form of lingering tax liabilities and needs this wedding to go off urgently so that he can take the most of this and acquire whatever benefits he needs to properly and fully take care of his life. But you may want something more elaborate, he says as he brings his coffee mug up to his face to drink. Dr. Mr. Ed is no longer wearing the white t-shirt we saw him in the bed. He has instead swapped. He is now wearing a pink bathrobe. The cut of this bathrobe extends down below his chest, showing off all of the chest hair present on Mr. Ed's body. Stell, likewise, has put on a robe as well. She is wearing a blue one, and this black strapped top, which we saw so frequently throughout the week, is now no longer present. It is unclear if she has taken it off, or if this is merely another day. Perhaps today is the day in which Dr. Ed has many, many important things to do at the animal clinic. Nevertheless, Stell continues their conversation. She holds up her gleaming diamond engagement ring as she says, We're getting married. Let's go all out. Easy for her to say, being the one who is unlikely to foot this bill. Whatever you want, dear, is fine by me, Dr. Mr. Ed replies, grabbing the other half of the bagel and starting to eat it. Stell beams at him, clearly empowered by this budget-free lifestyle that Dr. Mr. Ed has just given her. I want major nuptials. I have so much to do and plan, calls to make, places to look into, people to talk to, Stell says, seemingly forgetting, perhaps, that she is still Dr. Mr. Ed's employee, and as such, likely has duties at the veterinarian clinic that he runs and she helps secretary at. Will this new strain on their relationship tear these two young lovebirds apart? Or perhaps merely encourage Dr. Mr. Ed to retire and close up the veterinarian's clinic? We'll have to tune in tomorrow to find out, if we find out.